Hey, I'm about to get real with you. The plant game was great, but it still is great. Still is great. I'm not gonna lie, it's still great. But life hits, and I'm at a juncture in my life where a certain event, I got into a car accident. If you haven't been looking on my Instagram page, I got into a car accident. I got rear-ended at work because I drive around fixing stuff. Got rear-ended at work, and workers' comp. I'm dealing with workers' comp. Now, if you know anybody dealing with workers' comp, you already know what's going on. If you know about workers' comp, let me know how you feel about workers' comp in the comment section below. If you ever had an accident, let me know about your experience. That is what's happening now. When you're on workers' comp, you don't get your full pay. It's been almost a literally over a month, and my back still feels pain. I can still function. I can still walk. I got like, how do you explain it? I mean, it just feels like a grinding type of pulsating type of shooting type of situation. And between time, I've been doing community service work to match my same rate of pay because the doctors that are the workers' comp doctors feel that I can still walk and I can still do light work, which I'm okay with. I'm just not with the pain. So with that said, I have to drastically figure out. I have to kind of play both sides of this whole type of scenario. Um, I'm always trying to generate cash flow, generate assets, and really identify what liabilities are. I'm trying to check my spending personally, and that also, of course, what you guys know me for is buying plants. So I buy plants, and it has developed into a investment thing which I like. But I would say 2020 was around the year, started the beginning of this year started my whole outlook on how I was getting more comfortable with buying and propagating plants and selling them. I got really comfortable with it. It was fun, still is fun, I'm not gonna lie, and it's fulfilling. So with that said, I have other plants prior to 2020 that I have collected that look great. They're still alive. I probably have like one VHI rescue that, well, I have to cut that dead leaf off. I mean, it's an older leaf, it has to go. Just getting rid of the dead to start anew, to prepare for new growth. So that's what I'm doing. I'm purging most of my plants that I have outside, inside, that are not in the category of needs. Now, there's needs and there's wants, and I'm trying to establish those things. And I know this is a hobby, and I like it, but it also costs money to take care of these plants. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, to water, to heat, to provide photosynthesis, and that's all cost. That's really cost. So sometimes what you think, well, bottom line is I'm trying to change my life, and I'm trying to prepare for if my back doesn't get better and I still continue to do pain when I'm doing or experience pain when I'm on my feet for an extended period of time, maybe over 20 minutes. If I'm on my feet for 20 minutes, I got to sit down. It just pulsates, then I got to get up, then it comes back, and I'm getting up, down, back, down. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm really inside. I could deal with the pain, but I just don't like the pain. I don't like that it's there. I'm not trying to dwell on the pain, and I'm not trying to. I don't know if I need to accept it or if I just need to. I don't know, ignore it, which I try not to take painkillers. which is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying not to take painkillers because I can deal with the pain. But like I said, I need to build liabilities regardless because I'm at this point where, well, we're all living in the age of information. I'm trying to make, I'm trying to give myself more trips to Jamaica. Um, that's like a personal want of mine. Also, have to take care of a couple people, make sure they're all right. I have to establish things for my kids, and I got a lot of things. I don't know if it's like it's weird. It's almost like there's one guy who said I might be going through a midlife crisis, but I'm aware of a lot of things. I'm aware of that I everybody's going to die one day, so I have to prepare. I would like to make sure that people are taken care of, and I'm at that point. I'm at that point where I can, and I'm at that point where I can just research and just do it. So I'm just moving things along like a chess piece, and now this thing called an accident kind of redirected things. But I digress. But I think it's a good and a bad thing because I really do need to get rid of some of these plants that I have that I think I'm just accumulating, and I just kind of go to the next one, go to the next one. But I still take care of it. So I don't think it's that type of situation. It's just like I don't really need these plants. I want them, but I don't need them. So I'm going to sell them because, like I said, I have to just make sure that they're not going to cause an extra type of burden for this situation I'm on because I have to adjust my lifestyle. So I'm in the midst of doing that, which is awesome. You know, um, in the end of it, I think that wherever these plants are going to go, they're most likely going to have a happy life. Plants keep going and going and going, which is cool. Hopefully, it makes somebody happy once they get them, because like I said, they make me happy even when I have them, and it also makes me happy when I let them go. So hopefully, whoever gets those plants, I'm going to get rid of my starbright, philodendron. I have like two or three, I think four cuttings from my main monstera plant that I have downstairs that I didn't give as much light to, and they did not respond the same way that the one that the monstera deliciosa that I have in the corner of my living room has grown to. So people give your plants light. They need the light to grow. I mean, there's a balance of light, but if you get to a point where you're not burning your plants, and this is for people that are beginning, for people that are already experienced, they probably could just bypass this couple things. But give your plants more light. They like light. They need the light to grow. So you can kind of clearly see a difference between the plants that I had because they're really the original plants, and recently it's a little bit past the 2 year anniversary of me 2 year anniversary of me dividing those monsteras, and the ones that haven't grown as big as the one that I have in my living room, I've taken care of them. I just haven't been giving them great lighting. So if you want to keep your plants small, and keep them alive, just give them moderate light. I mean, it's a risky fine line, but I really can't explain it because I had most of those plants outside, and um, the ones that I kept on the north side of my house that were already really established took off and flourished, and I have that one outside, which is getting bushier. Now one is climbing, which I think will be a great piece for somebody because it's climbing up. Um, but I'm not selling that for $10 because it's climbing the same way my monstera is, and it'll kind of won't be as a bushy plant. It'll just be like a climbing one. So if, I like the way those monsteras grow because you see the roots hanging down and they're kind of consolidated. They'll just kind of the way mine's is showing is just probably like I would say like a 4 foot to 5 foot span with it. So you can most likely train that monster, which I'm going to be giving away the same way I've been doing mine, because it's just been really focusing on the front light and has been going angling leaves towards the back. Um, but yeah, it's good to see them go because I've had them for like 2 years. I've done very well with them. They just need a new home, so we're gonna do that, and it's all good. But meantime, between time, I'm trying to stay positive. I'm still propagating a lot because I don't have to do any heavy lifting. These plants, they weigh like it's lightweight, so, and it's like something I can do when I'm at home because it's a home-based thing. It's a hobby thing. It's nice, but then you got to run electric for these plants to thrive, and most of these keeping them costs money. I mean, I have a lot of lighting, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do downstairs because my plant stand downstairs is no longer favored by most of the majority of the people in my household. So I have to figure something out. And that bay window, just in case you understand, I need that bay window. But I would like to have more furniture downstairs. I don't have any furniture. I got like one chair, a couple chairs, but it's taking over. So we'll figure it out because we got more lights. It's life. You know, growth. I got a thing downstairs. It's like I got a whole bunch of stuff in my house that talk to me. I have like a fortune cookie that says when I get down and I'm like I just have certain things that motivate me. So I have like a fortune cookie that I kept, a fortune cookie paper that I kept. It says everything serves to further, and that's deep. That's really deep. I use that to I just keep it around, and I have a couple other ones that like those real deep Chinese fortune cookie, Asian fortune cookie. Those things are deep. But I also have a painting that I think we sold it, but it's one of those sayings that it's like change is necessary, but growth is optional. I forgot. It was something to that effect, but um, just stuff around the house just to keep me motivated because you gotta stay motivated, keep your mental health up to par because 2020 has just been a miraculous, um, not a miraculous, just a time that you realize. Well, for me, I realized that we are not that far away from we're not that far away from Hitler. We're not that far away from like apartheid. We're not that far away from slavery. We're not that far away from like America's been the youngest country, and I understand that things can change. So with that said, or whatever I'm trying to say, you understand that you have to well, for me, I just have to prepare for the worst and also prepare for the good. And I think it's almost like, to be honest with you, it's almost like how now for your Star Trek people, I believe Star Trek people, you know, they have a clear understanding of that. Because if you know most of Star Trek commanders, like Captain Picard and hey Google, who was the Star Trek commander of Deep Space Nine? I forgot the black guy.
According to Wikipedia, Benjamin Lafayette Sisko is a fictional character in the Star Trek franchise. He appears in the
Ben
television
Sisko.
series Star Trek: Deep
Yeah,
Space Nine.
Deep Space
He is
Nine.
portrayed by actor Avery Brooks, the first Black American lead in the franchise.
Dude is cool. He's a real. I just started watching Deep Space Nine, and It's 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 interesting to me. But like I was saying, most of the Star Trek commanders, they have to prepare for the worst, or they have to really analyze all outcomes, and that's what. If you really like a Star Trek person, the Federation, they always try to anticipate all outcomes, and that's the best. I think that's why they thrive, because they anticipate all outcomes. So I'm just using that same type of mentality when it comes to life in general, because certain things teach you certain things. So Star Trek teaches me certain things, how to be the person I am. So when I get into car accidents and I'm worrying about what about, like, I'm gonna be missing that percentage of pay because of this downtime, and the bills never stop, and the people that you're taking care of keep getting bigger, and the bills never stop, and the bills never stop, and the bills never stop, and you just got to be ahead of water. So I'm anticipating all outcomes by doing small things, small decisions, small choices to still move forward. Um, so that's realness that you just got from me. You just got that 100% um, condensed, extracted from me about this particular juncture that I'm on right now. So we're still moving forward, and plants are lovely. I'm just going to get rid of a little bit. So it's not like it's a bad thing. Once again, somebody's going to enjoy these plants, and I'm going to sell them for a cheap price, which is awesome. Hopefully, I can do like a local pickup or just ship them out. You know, shipping is also easier. I'll probably ship out bare root, because I also prefer to ship out bare root, because you don't have to worry about bringing pests in your house from other people. You know, because things live in certain dirt, so you got to figure out like what's going on in their house, because you're bringing whatever's there, and it's most likely embedded in the soil if it's not on the leaves. And if you do clean off the leaves, you still have to worry about the soil. So some people can just take off the certain, um, you can take off the top 2 to 3 inches of soil. That could help. That could help. Definitely could help that situation. But you still got soil in there, um, and there's still possibilities. So to lessen the chances of transfer of pests from one atmosphere to or from one home to another, I prefer bare root. That's why I like to ship bare root. Even though I know all my guys are good right now, um, I cross my fingers, because I don't know the future. Everybody's going to get them, but I'm making sure that the airflow is staying constant. I'm always on the lookout for something at its early stage. And then that's why I said if I have less plants, it'll keep me more, pretty much more, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? More focused on a smaller amount of plants. So, be less plants to take care of. So I'm honored to take care of all these plants. I'll have to count how many I'm selling, so I can let you guys know. But this I thought was like good content to show. I've taken up a lot of your time. Hopefully it was interesting to you, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below if you appreciated this rawness that I have just given you. Um, Let me know in the comment section below. Tell a friend about my videos. I appreciate your support and your watch time. And thank you all who stayed with me the whole time. I'm nearing monetization, which is also good. I'm just, everything serves to further. So all these small videos and big videos, everything's moving, still moving. So we're just still moving. I consider it like a drop in the ocean. Even though it's an ocean, it still is creating its own path. So people are going to see this. So it's starting to ripple somewhere. The energy is spread out. So I'm happy that I'm able to do this, and I'm happy to be able to share with you guys my horticultural side from Gerard's horticulture culture, because I'm just documenting this. So hopefully we'll look back on this and see, we'll be able to see where we're at and see, talk about it, and hopefully, you know, since we're preparing for all possibilities, we will go. We're just gonna keep going forward. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. My name is Gerard. Once again, I'm an exotic plant collector. Check me out on Instagram. Well, you know where I'm at. I'm tired of saying it. You know where I'm at. Check me out. Keep growing.